Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahal Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word, the truth, and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the Aquath that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. We're going to start right here. Joel 3 and 9. This is in the NLT. Say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war. Everybody knows this, but are you keeping up with what is going on? Call out your best warrior. Right now, that seems to be Hezbollah. Let all your fighting men advance for the attack. Okay? Who's up next? Okay, Hamas did their part. Israel is doing what they do. Now what? Okay, what's next? All right, I made a video called What's Next? It's a complimentary to this update. And this guy is basically going to say what I said in that video, but he's going to say it himself. Take it away. Combat veteran reacts 1 hour ago. Israel evacuates Lebanon border after soldier killed in action. Huh. That didn't take much, right? Why? Because Hezbollah whooped that ass in 06 and ran Israel up out of there. See, they didn't see when a country gets ran the fuck up out of somebody else's land, they don't say a whole lot about it, right? Like in Vietnam, when America was throwing their helicopters off of the carrier or whatever, so they could fit more people on there because they were running. They were running the fuck up out of there. They're on top of that building trying to get on them birds and get the hell out before the NVA hemmed them up. Or right there in Afghanistan, remember that? All right. They don't say a whole lot about that. They try to forget about that, right? Well, if you check the record, um, let's check it. Let's see. Hezbollah says, or Hezbollah. Let's see. Israel retreats. From Lebanon. As 2000. I thought it was 06. As Hezbollah what? Um, Sustains. Let's see what this is. Okay. What is Hezbollah? 7 hours. See, they ain't gonna say nothing about it. 4 days. Nigga, I'm talking about 06. The war lasted 34 days and resulted in the death of more than 1,100 Lebanese nationals and 165 Israelis. Nobody conclusively. You know who wrote this. No, they ran. Okay. See, it doesn't say Hezbollah. Where does it say Hezbollah? To go to war with Israel. How long ago was that? Okay. It says the same thing. Description and facts. See how they ain't said nothing about, how come nobody knows about this, right? How come nobody knows about the war, right, between Hezbollah and Israel in '06? How come nobody knows about that? Okay, because they got that ass whooped. They retreated. They're not saying that. Oh, who won the war? Who won the war? Who retreated? Who won the war in '06? Hezbollah won the war. Israel lost. The Israeli goal to save their kidnapped soldiers failed, and the Israeli Air Force cannot stop Hezbollah at rocket attacks. That's the truth, but you have to go and find it, right? While both sides declared victory, most observers agree Israel failed in almost all its strategic objectives. So they got that ass whooped, and nobody said nothing. Okay? How about that? Why do you think the United States sent 2 carriers already and is going to send one more, and I mean carrier groups, going to send one more through the back door? Okay? Well, here we are today. That was in '06. All right? Hezbollah whooped that ass. Remember? Or you don't remember? Okay? I remember what happened in the Nam when when they was on top of that embassy on that little ladder, nigga, overloading them birds on the way up out of there. Anyway, 1 hour ago, combat veteran reacts. Okay, take it away.
Is Hezbollah increasing its attacks on the Israel-Lebanon border, including KIA of an Israeli military officer? And is Egypt finally providing a way out for trapped Gazans?
Okay, now let me quickly say, hey, Lebanon is to the north, Egypt is to the south of Gaza. Okay, why is this important? Well, because they're all Arabs. Lebanon Arabs, Shemitic Arabs, Semites, Egyptians, Semitic Arabs. Right? And guess what? The Iranians, who are Elamites, they're Shemitic. They're Semites. So quit with the fuckery.
Paul, U.S. Army combat veteran. It's October 16th, 2023. This is your daily Israel-Hamas conflict update. Let's get into it. Okay, first, taking a look at the map here, there's been a whole bunch of activities. Let's just go north to south. As you can see here, all of these evacuation orders along the border with Lebanon. This is 11 hours ago. The IDF and the Israeli equivalent of FEMA ordering the evacuation of 28 communities. This is following an attack by Hezbollah, who, while they are not openly claiming responsibility, it is reported that an Israeli military officer was killed by a strike with an anti-tank weapon.
So we're here checking up. So we're getting this firsthand, right? What's he gonna say? I know this guy's on
weapon
Ukraine side.
By Hezbollah. This, of course, is a serious escalation, and it's not even clear to me that this was planned or intended. While there's also these attacks of reports of IDF, what I thought was even more interesting is that, here's Hezbollah announcing proudly that they have incurred casualties on Israeli targets. It's worrying to see that the Lebanese government itself is unable to control Hezbollah.
Why is it worrying? It's worrying to you because you're on the side, you've already chosen yourself. Much like, see, this guy is on the side of the Ukrainians in the war in Eastern Europe. He's against Vlad, right? And who's on the side of Hezbollah? Vlad. Who's on the side of the Carmanian, the Iranians, the Persian? Vlad. So we already know this dude is an interloper, but I'm going to let him speak just the same.
One statement they made earlier, they actually reported, they said, we don't really have control of Hezbollah, which bear in mind, remember...
No, you don't have control of it. They ran your ass up out of there in 06. Right? It was just a terrorist organization. A nigga with a slingshot ran out these devils with nuclear weapons. That's what happened.
This is a political party, ostensibly, in Lebanon. Now,
wait a minute. So is Hamas. Hamas is a political party in Gaza. The Nazis, the National Socialist Party, was a political party in Germany. So what the fuck are you talking about?
It's pretty clear that Hezbollah is a little more than a political party. But the Lebanese army, right?
Who are the National Socialists? Those same National Socialists are over there fighting in the Ukraine right now, in the Azov battalion, and everywhere else in the Ukraine, and you're fully with it. So I'm sure that the National Socialist Party, known as the Nazis, were a little more than a political party. You fucking idiot. Excuse my French.
Doing their best to at least show the Israelis that they are doing their part, locating some missile launchers here in the northern part of the country. So I think this is a case of the Lebanese government trying to distance themselves from Hezbollah in recognition of the fact that they are playing a very dangerous game. The Israeli public seems to be very, very open to military action in a way they haven't in a long time.
What did Lebanon do in 06 when Hezbollah ran Israel's ass up out of the joint? What did Lebanon think about that? I'm sure they were with it, just like they're with this. So keep spinning your yarn, buddy. It doesn't make it real. You are choking on the fact that you have to say, Hezbollah's over here whooping ass again. Okay? You're choking on it.
And so I think Beirut is really aware of just how tough things is. It says here, right, 21 hours ago, Lebanese foreign minister said the caretaker government has no ability to control Hezbollah despite some positive dialogue with the government. So worrying stuff to see, for sure. You also have, of course...
worrying stuff. You see whose side he's on. Well, who's worried? Who's worried? I'll tell you who's worried. Okay?
Syrian President Bashar al-Assad and Putin in a call trying to stop Israeli attacks in Gaza and facilitate humanitarian aid immediately. So, again, old friends trying to, well, advance their interests. Don't kid yourself here. That's what these guys are doing, and if scoring points with the Muslim world is going to do it, right, Putin has no qualms about it.
And America is sending carrier groups, not one, not two, but three, because they're old friends with Bibi Netanyahu. Okay? But you ain't saying nothing about that, are you?
Despite the fact that literally he has spent a lot of his propaganda machine spinning his war in Ukraine as a Orthodox versus Western Christianity conflict. Again, bear in mind, when you see any of these leaders in these conflicts, guys, just for context, they're self-interested. They're political creatures. They wear whatever cloak of morality or religion they need. And this is on both sides. This is on all sides in these conflicts. And it's just easiest to understand that's how these political creatures operate. Now, moving south into Gaza, you can see there's a couple of noteworthy changes. The first of which, of course, Hamas launching rockets from positions within northern Gaza. You also have some reports that there is continued water is still cut off to Gaza residents. Again, this is something targeting civilians in this way, and is not a I'm going to say a legitimate military tactic, right, to deliberately cut off food and water to a large civilian population. You also, of course, have Israeli planes launching strikes across northern Gaza, continuing to, by most accounts, look for individual targets, specific command and control nodes. It seems just like there's continued preparation of the battlefield. Likely, I suspect that there is actually, my thesis now is a political cause. I think it.
Did you see these?
So what's going on is a quagmire. Israel is walking itself into a quagmire. Okay, you already got your ass whooped in 06. Okay, and now you're doing it again, and you're calling on your friends to come and help you. Dude, there's a lot of Arabs in the area. Have you not looked? Anyway, so yeah, we already know. We know what is about to happen. Okay, this thing is expanding. Go back to Joel. Say to the nations far and wide, Joel 3 and 9. Get your ass ready for war. Salakia, I'm sorry. Salakia. I apologize. Joel 3 and 9. Say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war. Call out your best warriors. Let all your fighting men advance for the attack. Hammer your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Train even your weaklings to be warriors. Let's see what that says here. In the King James it says, let the weak say I am strong. Who's that? That's Hezbollah. You know, the one that whooped ass in 06? They don't have nukes. What does this say? Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Well, one side has nukes. The other side has a slingshot and stones. Remember David and Goliath, nigga? Okay? You could claim to be David all you want to, but guess what? You done barked up the wrong tree. You got yourself in a quagmire, and we're going to watch it play out. All right? We already know who wins. All right? If you want to know who wins, I'll give you a hint. Go to 2nd Ezra 15 and start right here at 28 and read down, and you find out. Okay? Let me give you a heads up. Here are the Arabs, right here in 29. Here are the Arabs. There's the Iranians, right? And what are they doing? Coming together. And if conspiring together in great power, okay? So we already know who's in trouble here. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and few sisters. See you tomorrow for tomorrow's update. Tomorrow's War and Rumors of War Tuesday. We hope that the elect will edify you, brothers and few sisters. Shalom.